Vivian Glozman stays out of the kitchen and hits a spectacular forehand winner.
Gets a good laugh out of that. A laugh and a point.
1-0-1.
Error there by Schneemann. Lacey, one of those players with a high ceiling and a low floor. She tends to be pretty inconsistent. When she plays well, she plays really well. But she can be prone to a fair number of errors.
Tell me something you love about Jackie Kawamoto's game.
Steady. Steady. You know, she's one of those people that's just a great partner to have. She's steady personality, steady play.
I want to grow up to be just like Jackie Kawamoto. I would say Jade, but I'm not left-handed, so.
She played very well at MLP. You know, rock solid in MLP. She's a great teammate there. You know, good personality, good person. But, you know, you pretty much know what you're going to get with her. The other three players all tend to be more hot and cold players.
Nice reset from Dizon.
Another unforced error there from Schneemann. Yeah, my expectation if we were charting this one is that Kawamoto would have by far the fewest unforced errors. Look at that defense.
Great resets.
Holy cow. Just unbelievable defense there by Kawamoto and Glozman. That was some excellent pressure from both Dizon and Schneemann that whole point. They probably hit about 7 shots that they thought were going to be winners. Every one of them came back.
The power coming off of Vivian Glozman's paddle. Tell me something about her game.
You know, Vivian had a good year. She got drafted in Challenger and then traded up to Premier in MLP. Had a solid year. She's had some issues with her contract. She and Jackie actually had to come through the qualifier to get into this draw.
Right down the middle for Lacey Schneemann for a side out.
Vivian's got, you know, obviously good height, so she's got plenty of power. Just the question of how consistent she can be.
0-4-1.
A little long.
Good idea from Dizon, missing just long.
Dizon has been playing better lately. She had a kind of a down 2024. Had some illness issues that affected her. Did not have a good MLP season, but she's been playing much better the last month or two. See the owners of Team Proton came walking by here, checking on one of their stars, Megan Dizon. Been an interesting week for Team Proton, to say the least. Megan.
5-point lead for Glozman and Kawamoto. What did Dizon and Schneemann need to do here?
I think it's more a matter of just Glozman and Kawamoto are playing really well, especially on the defensive side. Schneemann and Glozman have had a number of shots that look like winners, and they just keep coming back.
A good take there from Schneemann as they finally get on the scoreboard in game number 1.
Schneemann and Dizon obviously are playing a high-pressure game. They're going to play very aggressively. I don't think that's going to change. I think they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. Yeah, they're keeping the pressure on. They're obviously being the more aggressive team, and I think they're just going to keep the pressure on and expect that the level of defense of Glozman and Kawamoto cannot stay as high as it has been. And there we see a couple of missed shots. I wouldn't say unforced errors from Glozman and Kawamoto. Those balls are coming with some heat.
Nice takes from Glozman.
We see Glozman switching over to the left, and she's, I think, going to stay there.
An ATP for Megan Dizon.
Beautiful. And did not look like it was going that wide, but Megan did a great job of waiting on it and then really pounded it. Interesting. We see Glozman and Kawamoto as a new partnership, kind of, you know, a little unsure of the best left-right combination, switching back and forth a little bit. I think Glozman and Kawamoto should slow it down a little bit. I think they've got the advantage the longer the point goes on.
I agree. I agree with you on that, especially because we were talking about Kawamoto being the consistent player, the most consistent on the court. So the longer the rally is for them and the more Kawamoto can move the ball around, that's where we see Schneemann and Dizon get into a little bit of trouble.
Yep. Dizon hitting with a lot of power with that proton paddle.
4-5-2.
Oh, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. It looked like Lacey was winding up for a big hit, and I think Glozman and Kawamoto both reacted by kind of getting on their heels a little bit, expecting to have to block it, and instead it was just a nice inside-out roll. Beautiful shot.
Glozman and Kawamoto losing their 4-point lead, and now things are tied up in game 1.
Right. Dizon is hitting with a lot of power.
5-5-1.
Nice spot from Lacey Schneemann. She's finding different areas on Kawamoto and Glozman.
Both Dizon and Schneemann doing a lot of speed ups when they get a ball off the forehand.
Glozman will take advantage there.
Not very many long points in this one, Michelle.
Schneemann struggling just a little bit on getting into the net on the last few side outs. I guarantee she'll tidy that up.
Again, Schneemann looking to speed it up. Probably not the easiest ball to do it with.
6-5-1.
It's very interesting to see this style of play from both teams. They're just being super aggressive. They're not, you know, getting into those dink rallies like we're used to seeing.
Dizon and Schneemann switching sides. Dizon going to the left. Net carried that long. You know, I think it's one of those matches, Michelle, where one team is playing very aggressive, a lot of drives, a lot of speed ups, a lot of aggressive play, the Schneemann-Dizon side. And often when you're playing that style, you tend to speed up yourself and play faster, even if it may not be the best style to counter with. It can be hard to keep your mindset of trying to slow it down.
All right, pickleball fans, I hope everybody is having a great day at the Masters. We've got a special announcement. We've got open seating the rest of the day. You're not going to want to miss the best pickleball in the world. The PPA Tour is going to be live on Fox Sports 1 at 4 p.m. We've got open seating, free seating on Championship Court. Our next match starts at 4 p.m. Finn Johns and Colin Johns take
A
on
timeout from Glozman.
7-6-2.
Andrew Jones, report to the tournament desk. Andrew Jones, report to the tournament desk. Tim Eldridge, report to the tournament desk. Tim Eldridge, report to the tournament desk.
One, two, one. 3-2-2. Point. 4-2-2. Timeout. 2-4-1. 3-4-1. 7-3-2. Side out. 3-7-1. Four, seven, one. Second serve. 4-7-2. Five, 7-2. Six, 7-2.
Jackson Jaha, you needed on court SC4. Second call, Jackson Jaha.
Timeout receiver 7-7-2. 7-7-2. Eight, 7-2. Side out. Seven, 8-1.
All right, let's go, pickleball fans. It's almost time for the PPA Tour to be live on Fox Sports 1. We've got a special treat for the best fans in the world. Open seating on championship court. Don't miss the Johns brothers' last tournament ever. Ben and Colin Johns take on Matt Wright and Kwong Duong in 5 minutes. Grab your seats right now. We've got open seating. The PPA Tour is live on Fox Sports 1.
8-7-1. Nine, 7-1. Second serve.
All right, we're here on Grandstand Court. Game 2, Schneemann Dizon taking game 1. Glozman, Kawamoto looking to force a game 3 here.
7-9-1. Second serve.
Schneemann
It's been a fun one, Michelle.
Yeah, what have you been seeing here?
Well, while we were gone with the tennis channel taking over, it looks like Glozman picked her game up a little bit. But it remains a really tight, well-played match, back and forth. It's a fun one.
Oh, Glozman missing just long, but as you mentioned, she has been playing more consistent, hasn't been teeing off the ball too much, so it's creating these pressure points, which has gotten them back in game number 2, back in the game.
A nice sweeping forehand here by Glozman, using her height and her reach.
9-8-1.
Just wide there from Glozman, going for the passing shot off the third.
Yeah, that was a nice looking shot. Just barely wide.
9-8-2.
Great take from Dizon for the side out.
Suddenly both teams stuck a little bit for points. We'll see if Dizon and Schneemann can get one or two here.
Nice control from Glozman. I like that she's going behind Schneemann this time, giving herself a lot of room for error. That's what she's looking for here.
That was a nice shot. Just a nice little roll so the ball would hop twice really quick. And another side out that goes without a point. Let's see if Kawamoto and Glozman can convert. Nice point.
9-8-2.
Another good point. Schneemann with sort of a half Ernie attempt there. Ball just not high enough where she didn't go quickly enough at it. And a game point for Glozman and Kawamoto to tie things up. And they do. All right, game 3.
Great play from all 4 players. What did Glozman and Kawamoto do in order to earn this second game?
I think it's the same. It was a similar game. I think, Michelle, to game 1. You know, it's pretty well played all around. Just an error or two difference changes us to force of game 3. And Michelle, I'm fired up for game 3. It's been a fun one.
That looks exactly like how game 1 started, where Vivian Glozman almost went into the kitchen. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Game 3, I could sense it, I could feel it. Speed off, speed up, and speed up into the net.
2 in a row into the net. Both players kind of jumping in surprise to hit the net. Really throws off your timing.
Bennett Miller report to the tournament desk. Bennett Miller report to the tournament desk.
I think all 4 players, Michelle, need to be ready at all times for a speed up. These speed ups are coming fast and furious from all kinds of angles and all kinds of shots. I continue to be surprised, though, that they keep tending to put Glozman on the right and Kawamoto on the left. I know Jackie plays left side with her sister Jade because Jade's a lefty, but I'd still like to see Glozman on the left with her power and length.
Another one off of the net. Yeah, I mean, I like the look on Jackie on the left just because there's more consistent points. I feel like game 1 flew by for them because they were playing so inconsistently. Too big from Glozman on the left. So maybe this will be a little bit better for them, get them into the points, you know, not rushing and really working it.
It's going to be up to Kawamoto and Glozman to counter effectively. They're going to see an awful lot of speed ups here from Dizon and Schneemann. Boy, how many net balls are we going to have? And net court is getting a workout.
Glozman in disbelief as she misses that last shot.
1-1-2.
Interesting there. Glozman wanted to switch. Kawamoto called her off, wanted to stay on the right, and now Jackie's saying she wants to stay on the right again. Maybe she heard me. Yeah, see, that's what I like. There, Glozman's able to use her height and her reach to get a ball that would have been much harder for Kawamoto to hit hard. I also like Jackie's ability to cross-court dink over there against Dizon usually.
Dizon looking for a speed up there.
2-1-1.
As you mentioned, they're going to be speeding up the ball. They want the first strike.
That was a pretty good inside-out semi-speed up there from Kawamoto. Schneemann did a good job. She got kind of chicken wing, but able to block it back and reset it. Nice shot.
Schneemann doing such a great job at moving, pivoting when she sees that ball coming into her body. The reflex there, the movement, it's so explosive. How do you feel about Dizon being on the left?
Not a big fan. My experience, she's not played as well when she goes left as when she plays right.
2-1-1.
A little disgusted with herself. It's another defensive volley netted.
3-1-1.
That ball stays in for Vivian Glozman.
Some good topspin. Schneemann and Dizon forced to call a fairly early timeout here in game 3.
And I feel like that's, if you have great opponents that make consistent, tough thirds, you're just gonna stay where you are. Call that stay. Yep, and Schneemann and Dizon went ahead and switched it up, but Dizon again with an error there.
She needs to stay positive.
Yeah.
You don't want to, you know, everybody makes errors. When you make an error, you got to let it go. You have to you can't let it affect the next point. Don't let one error turn into 4. No, big forehand.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Schneemann needs to do right now, especially when her partner seems to be a little down. She's not, I mean, Dizon's not out of this match whatsoever.
Not at all.
But you got to step it up, right? Got to make your partner feel like, hey, I'm here too. Retreating off of the kitchen and Noe Cleef. That was so much fun to watch.
That was a fun one.
All right, we're resuming in game number 3. ATP missed long there from Dizon, and another point goes on the scoreboard of Kawamoto.
Yeah, that was one where earlier she had one with a bigger angle, was able to really smack it. That one she didn't have as much angle. She probably should have taken a little off, tried to hook it more. Especially if you have a forehand ATP, you're usually able to hook it and bring it back into the court, so you can do it with a little less angle. Much harder off the backhand side.
8-1-2.
3 away from a spot into the semifinals. Oh, what a spot there from Kawamoto. I love that off-pace downward motion going to the forehand of Schneemann.
Kind of an odd one-hand backhand from her too.
It worked.
Almost always a 2. No, she was able to cut it a little bit. It was kind of an unexpected shot. Schneemann and Dizon desperate for a side out here.
Way to work the point.
Absolutely. I was just thinking the exact same thing. They were doing a great, Glozman and Kawamoto did a great job of moving it back and forth.
So at 10-1.
All the players kind of laughing about it. Not sure exactly what the whole ruling was. Yeah. But no harm done. It was not going to get overturned, whatever was on the table. So we'll just keep going with the action and see if Kawamoto and Glozman can close this out. Glozman laughing at herself. That ball a little too low probably to speed up. See if Schneemann and Dizon can go on a run here. They need it desperately. That's Schneemann mad at herself. I'm sure as soon as she hit that shot, Michelle, she thought, no, 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 don't lob the tall one.
1-10-2.
Right down the middle. Megan Dizon finds that drive. And anything will help at this point. You know, I want her to keep going for that.
You know, she's been hitting it hard the whole game.
Schneemann getting big.
Great action.
She goes for the reset, but misses short there.
You know, I think she should stick with counter.
Yes.
The resets have not been working too well for her. Just keep pounding away.
Match point.
Second serve. Match point.
That is
10-2-2.
game point number 3, or match point number 3, I believe.
And you know what? That timeout, whatever happened on that timeout, whatever it was, kind of worked. It really shifted the momentum here.
Well, no, I think it was a good idea to do it, whatever it was. It's a good strategic move. Players learning to adjust to the different rules here on grandstand court. And again, Schneemann with kind of the dead reset off the backhand. Just, it's not working. I think she does a lot better getting that paddle out in front of her and countering with some speed.
Another match point off the paddle of Glozman and Kawamoto. Can they do it here?
Number 4, if my count is right. Big forehand there from Glozman, inside out.
Glozman and Kawamoto take it in 3, 11-2 in the third. What happened? What changed in this match?
I think it was Vivian Glozman. I give her a lot of credit. I think she was the difference. She upped her game, and Dizon in particular had a few too many errors there in game 3 early, and then Schneemann had a couple.